Hi, ThatPaulGuy. Some things might look a little bit familiar, some things might not. Time to revisit this little bad boy right here. Now, a couple weeks ago, I asked for some feedback on what kind of name to give him. Most of my computers have names. The one in the other room in there for video editing I'm using right now is Son of Fred. That's because most of the parts that I had taken out of him were from another computer named Fred, so Son of Fred became a pretty natural name for him. Now, this one, by all intents and purposes, it did take quite a while for me to get around to the point where, hey, look, he actually does need a name. And even after that, I ended up swapping motherboards with a video editing rig. This one's got a Gigabyte X370 gaming motherboard in it, and the other one has now the X470 Prime from Asus. So it's in the other computer, and the gaming motherboard is in this computer. This one still has the Ryzen 5 2400G APU, which is the CPU with the Vega Graphics, and is perfectly capable of running games at 720p or on a little bit lower settings on 1080p. So more than enough to handle what it needs to be handling. And for everyday tasks, you know, your normal letter writing, web surfing, and stuff like that, she'll do great. So I did go ahead and move a couple things around, like I said, and redo it a little bit, but still needs a name. So what I decided to do is I've given him, I've given it the name Walter. Now there's at least one person out there that's going to know what that name means. Nobody else might, but that's okay because, well, you know, I'll explain it to you if you really want me to, but not in this video. You're going to have to hit me up later, and that's where the feedback will come in. Still haven't gotten around to do a lot of benchmarks. I probably will now, but I'm also going to try to do some overclocking in it. The X470 was really good at overclocking, and I've actually got that Ryzen 7 1700X running at 4.1 gigahertz, which is really fast for that processor, but I also got it on a liquid cooled. So this one's just air cooled. We're going to see what we can get out of this 2400G, and if it's worth talking about, I might do a video on it. But otherwise, for right now, it's done. Its name's Walter, and there's, like I said, there's at least one person out there that knows what that means, so I'm expecting some feedback. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it for right now. It's a couple days away from It's Thursday, so stay tuned. But for right now, I'll see you later.